demo day. This is the culmination of the Elevate Accelerator program, and it's a pleasure to have you all here. My name is Stoyan Rahov, this is my colleague Alex Mishev, and we are the managing director of this season of the program. Looking so many people attending the event today makes me happy because it shows that all the efforts that we've put into the program have been noticed. I'm going to briefly go through the schedule for the next hour and a half. The event is separated in 3 parts. In the first part, we are briefly going to go through the second season of Elevate. Afterwards, we are going to continue to the main part of the event, which is the team's presentations, followed by a Q&A. And in the last part, we are going to give the floor to our partners, 11 Ventures and the American University in Bulgaria, to share a few things. And also, there is a really exciting announcement that we would like to make.
Let's give you a short summary of what Elevate actually stands for. As we like to refer often to it, it's a sandbox for students and recent graduates to actually put their ideas to the test and see if they can make it as entrepreneurs. We provide a large amount of mentors who help and guide them to this journey, and the $5,000 initial capital that they have access to throughout the 4 months of the program.
This is our 5th year working together with Alex. However, it is our 1st year working together online, and it happened due to a small change that happened last March called COVID-19. In this regard, I would like to thank Boris Angelov and Nikolai Pokhupkov, who were the managing directors last year. They were able in a really short time to change the program from being on-site to entirely online, and gave us the foundation upon which we were able to build successfully this 2nd season of the program. And also, I would like to make a big shout out to the teams who have been participating entirely online since day 1, and they did an amazing job.
On top of that foundation that Bobby and Nikki laid last year, we managed to achieve some things, although the challenges that we faced. Two times the number of teams applied in season 1 for season 2, and not a single team actually dropped out of the program throughout the whole process. That means that you're gonna see all the teams that were accepted back in November presenting live here tonight. This was done thanks to the rigorous process developed by us and our partners from 11, the Provost of AUBG, the faculty, and partners from the the AUBG Alumni Association. Besides that, we managed to establish a collaboration with the EMBA program in Sofia, and they provided us with quite a lot of mentors. Speaking of mentors, we had over 50 of them from the AUBG Alumni Association, the EMBA program, AUBG faculty, and other industry professionals. We managed to double, actually triple the number of one-on-one mentorship sessions that we held, which was really successful among the teams. Elevate is now part of the Global Accelerator network, and our participants have lifetime access to their resources, network, and investment opportunities. We're also collaborating with the Open Society University Network to establish an entrepreneurial toolkit and actually manage to onboard people, students, or anybody who actually applies to an accelerator program through their journey. And most importantly, as I think, we actually have the teams tonight functioning and having paying customers and established partnerships. Without any further ado, I will give the floor to Stoyan to make a quick introduction to the teams.
Before I continue, I would just like to share with you the format of the presentations. The teams are going to have 4 minutes to present, followed by 4 minutes of Q&A. If you look below on your Zoom, you can see a Q&A panel. This is where you can ask your questions. If a team has a lot of questions, they are going to answer them in chronological order. This means that first come, first serve. So without any further ado, let us welcome our first team, which is SeekingTraveler. They organize thematic and interactive tours across the Balkans, conducted in cities with rich cuisine and history. So please welcome team SeekingTraveler. Hi guys. There are some slight technical difficulties with the first team, but when we were starting the program, we also had technical difficulties with Zoom. And as we were told, it's not okay if there aren't any issues. So please have a bit of patience while the team fixes their technical issues. Sorry about that, and we'll talk in a second.
Oh, great. I hope you hear us well now. Can we get some kind of confirmation?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great, great, great. Just let me share my screen now. I hope you can see. And without further delays, okay guys, thank you all for having us here. And I want to start by saying that we grew up on the Black Sea coast, where tourism is one of the main activities. And we saw how most of the businesses in that sphere just want to get people's money. And this is a problem. So we asked ourselves, okay, how can we fix it? We did some research and we found that a lot of people are searching for more authentic experiences. We also found that most of the Bulgarians, because of COVID, they're staying in Bulgaria, they're searching for new kind of experiences in their home country. And we validated these problems or opportunities, and we decided to create an experience that gives more value than the competitors by exploring the place with locals that share their stories and their food with you. And this experience is our food tour, which allows the Bulgarian to make the most of their country, especially to make the most of Soapery, because we're starting this summer there. So talking about the tour, there are a few key points that are almost the same for all of our tours, and this makes it very easy to copy. The first one to copy by us and just placed on different places. The first one is a local person. In our case in Soapery is going to be Georgie the fisherman. Of course, it's going to be Georgie, of course. And he's going to do a little bit of storytelling. Next one is a place where natives are going to demonstrate how the food is prepared. And this here in Soapery is the Greek Society's house where most of the tasting is going to be done. And for an end, there's a wine shop where wine is going to be tried and eventually bought. We get our people from tour agencies, tour operators, hotels, and platforms like Airbnb Experiences and TripAdvisor. But also our digital channels give us clients as well and serve as a validation that more than 500 people already have an interest in such experience. Speaking about an interest, TUI already showed such in this service in Soapery, as well as Bulgar's free tour. We're running it for 4 years and we're going to allocate clients from there. But also 144 Bulgarians already showed interest in that tour, especially in Soapery. So speaking about Bulgarians, they're actually our prime target, perfectly around the age of 30 and without kids. And we're not forgetting the foreigners as well, perfectly English and German speaking. So now speaking about foreigners, in 2019, 9.3 million foreigners tourists visited Bulgaria. But what is more interesting for us is that in 2020, we saw something very, very interesting. That 150,000 people visited Soapery only in the summer. So we said, okay, maybe we should start the tour there. That's what we did. Or that's what we're going to do. Because the tour is going to cost 45 leva per person. The food is going to cost 15 leva, advertisement is 5, guides cost 5 leva per person, and our revenue from one person is 20 leva. Our goal is to have 5 tours per day, as the minimum amount for the tour to start are 4 people and the maximum are 12. But we're going to break even in the second month if we have 1 full tour every day. Creating a tourism experience in times of COVID is a bit challenging, and I, George Georgiev, together with Alexander Samatov, are responsible for making this a reality. We know each other from 6 years. We were working closely together from 2, first on the Bulgar's Tour project, from where our experience comes. Our plans for the future to start the food tour on the 24th of May in Soapery, then to launch a nightlife tour again in Soapery around the end of June, around the middle of July to launch a full tour and a nightlife tour in December, and the same in Bansko, but in September. Our long-term plans include scaling into the Balkans because before COVID there were 105 million visitors there. And now guys, if you go to our website and click register, you're going to get a 20% discount for our services just by leaving your email. Thank you. And we're open for questions. But I just have to stop sharing.
Okay, guys, so now it's time for the Q&A session where you can ask all the questions you have.
Well, there was a question for the fisherman. Does he speak English or other foreign languages? No, he's Bulgarian. He speaks only Bulgarian, but there's going to be a guide of the group who's going to do the translation. Thank you. Okay, there's another question. What are we in need of? Okay, of course, we will not deny an investment. We're mainly searching for mentors and for partnerships companies, because what we didn't mention in the presentation is that we want to organize team building activities. Exactly, that's true, to be team building activity for different companies when they do their team buildings during the summer. That's true. Okay, there's one more question from Alexander. The tour starts on the 24th of May in Soapery. The date is a key. Is the business, one more question. Is the business seasonal? In a way it is seasonal, but during the summer we're going to do the tours on the Black Sea coast, and during the winter and other seasons we're going to do them in Bansko. Okay, a lot of questions came. What can you tell us about your competition? Okay, mainly our competitors now, they're a bit like I can say not modern, but not up to date, because what our competitive advantage is that we have attitude, and that we're the first ones in that. The food tours are not so famous among the Bulgarians, and that's what we're going to use. But actually that's as I said, they're not quite famous among the Bulgarians, and that's the challenge, to just establish and make famous the food tours among the Bulgarians. Can we continue with the questions? As I said, the idea is easy to replicate. Do you have any competitive advantage for Falcon being the first to the market? Yes, the other competitive advantages that we actually want to create, and we're creating a strong brand, because currently the ones that are on the market, they're more freelancers. They're offering this, but they're very, very difficult to find. Now, if I Google, actually, we did a lot of research, and after that research, some people came here, came to the program and tell us, hey guys, do you know that someone is doing that? We're like, how did you find it? And that is going to be our competitive advantage, that we're going to be very easy to find. What exactly is your competitive advantage? I think I answered it. What is the ultimate goal for expansion of the tours by Nicola Yanov? The ultimate goal is when COVID ends, we're going to expand on the Balkans. Till then, we want mainly to concentrate in Bulgaria, because we think that the Bulgarian market is in a need for that. We don't think we validated that. And yeah, first we want to start all over Bulgaria, not all over Bulgaria, but more in the more authentic places like Bansko, Neseba, Soapery, Plovdiv as well, and maybe Sofia, because there are a lot of tourists there and a lot of people. It's a nice looking website. Thank you.
Okay, Georgi, thank you so much for the presentation and answering the questions. We have to proceed with our next team, CreativX. They specialize in video production and creative design outsourcing. They're aimed at content creators such as bloggers, and influencers, as well as B2B videos. We've been working since actually the Elevate team has been working with CreativX since the very beginning of the program. If you saw some of our promotional videos, they're done by them. And do we have? Yeah, we have CreativX, so on to them.
Hello, everyone. Can you just confirm if you hear as well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen, and just confirm to me if you're able to see it. Can you see our screen?
Yes.
5 million years. That's the exact amount of video content that will cross the internet each month in 2021. If you're struggling to comprehend just how much this is, imagine watching Gangnam Style 750 million times. My name is Najana, and today I'm going to speak about video content and present to you our team, CreativX. During the last year, our lives have changed dramatically as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. But that was good for videos, because nowadays videos are everywhere. They're surrounding us. Just think about YouTube. We watch vloggers who tell us how to do our makeup, what to buy, what not to buy. We do our morning yoga while watching IGTV. Oh, and don't forget about the cooking classes, which are now held online. And I bet that the majority of you have participated at least once in an online conference or a webinar for which you received a video recording after. Well, there is one thing that should be done so that all of us are able to watch videos, and that's the video editing. The video editing is the most time-consuming part of the process of the creation of one video. For many of the online content creators whom we target and who use videos to share their message, there is one general problem. They lack the time. They lack the time they need to spend on video editing, because depending on the content of the video, you may need several hours or up to several days just to focus on the video editing. Of course, they may lack the skills to produce high-quality videos or even the ideas. Or maybe you work for a company or you have a company that would like to use videos as part of their marketing strategy, but you lack the time, the skills, the ideas, and even the department to produce videos. Well, don't worry, because we are here. We'll edit your videos so that you don't have to. And the process is really easy. It is what sets us apart. We just need you to send us your footage, share with us your idea or your brief, and we'll edit and create a video tailored to your style and based on your requirements. We'll then send it back to you for review. And we also offer a wide variety of services. It's not only about vlog editing, it's also about the production of explainer videos and product videos. And we don't need your footage for them because they can be fully animated. And I will not tell you that we are cheaper than freelancers, because you can always find someone else on the other side of the world who do it for less money. But we do offer great communication, faster turnaround time compared with traditional video production companies, amazing quality for a reasonable price compared also with digital agencies. All of this is delivered by a great team. We all have experienced more than 4 years working for different companies, which you now see on the screen right in front of you. Our business model is pretty simple as well. When we work with individual clients, we prefer to offer subscription-based plans so that we build stronger and longer relationship with them. When it comes B2B, we partner with different companies so that they outsource their video editing activities. Currently, our revenue stream consists of 80% coming from individual projects done for business clients and 20% coming from subscription plans. By the end of 2021, we want to equalize that so that we have a revenue coming 50% from individual projects done for business clients and 50% coming from subscription plans. On the screen right now, you see many of our clients with whom we completed successful projects. As a next step, we plan to expand this client base by targeting a foreign market. With more clients, there will be the need for adding new members to our team, particularly video editors. And of course, we would like to expand our services. To do all of that, we need your investment. We are ready for new clients and we are always looking for new partnerships. If you want to hire us, just send us an email or contact us through our social media channels. And if you do that by the end of the week, please include demo day in your email and we'll offer you a special discount for your first video. Thank you for your attention. It was a pleasure for me. Okay, I will now stop the screening and we can go directly to the questions.
Team. CreativX team. Let's move on to the Q&A panel now.
Yeah, we're just opening that.
Okay. So first question, how are we going to compete with professional video producers? So we aim to be that in that green zone between video production companies, professional video production companies, and freelancers, in the sense that we want to be, we are less expensive than high-end video production companies, but we also believe that we offer the same level of video editing as them, but we do that with a bit more expensive price than freelancers, but with better quality. So we basically aim to be that middle part.
Okay, next question's coming up. So open that. Great pitch, thank you very much. What services do you plan on adding for the future?
First service which we plan is a bit for the short-term future. This is probably creating automated video templates which we can sell. This is just an idea which we developed because we are going to be able to have some passive income coming to the company from this. So we're basically trying to offer on the one side a service, and if we are able to create animated video templates to sell, this is going to be a product which we are planning to introduce in the near future.
And we also offer Instagram filters and stickers for Instagram stories.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Okay, so influencers shoot their videos by themselves and nobody uses a company for that. And almost every person has a drone now. True, I totally agree with that. But the thing is, with more influencers popping up every single day, yes, everybody can shoot their videos, but how many of the influencers and vloggers you've watched recently are producing really good quality content in terms of editing, music choices, graphics? Because most of the people who just pick a camera and start shooting usually put that on the web, and it's pretty noticeable. I'm quite sure most of you would agree with me on that point.
Do you all edit the videos, and when did you start editing in terms of experience?
No, we don't all edit the videos. In particular, I am the person who is in charge of the video editing. So I'm basically the technical person. Snezhana is dealing with sales and marketing, and Peter is the one in charge for more sales and of the operation side of the whole business.
Do you have time for one more question? Maybe yes. Do you offer only video editing or also sound and color corrections? Yes, we do that.
Yeah, we do. It's
Definitely.
a complete package: color correction, color grading, sound design, everything. Everything related to the creation of a video. In terms of the editing side and post-production, we take care of that.
Do you have more time? Okay, one more minute. What is the execution time frame? Oh, sorry.
For a project?
Per project, yeah.
The time frame and the turnaround usually depends on the type of video. For example, because there's quite a big variety in the videos we offer. If it's an explainer video, it would take a bit more time. I would say around maybe from a week to a month, depending on the complexity of the animations. If it's for vlog editing and shorter videos, it usually takes no more than 48 hours.
We have many questions coming, so just write your answers to them. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. For the attendees that didn't have a chance to get their answers, to get their questions answered, you can visit our website. One of our team members will put it in the chat right now. In the section teams, you can actually find all the contact details for all of the participating teams. Moving on to our next team tonight, we have Vendy Plus, who installs vending machine for sanitary products and promote health and sexual education. A fun story about that is that their first machine has already been deployed right next to Scapto 3 here on the AUBG campus. And if you're in Bogotá, you can actually go and check it out.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Give me a sec to share the screen. Good. You see everything? Just a quick yes, okay, no?
Yes, yes, we can see. Good luck.
Thank you. So hello everyone, we are Vendy Plus. My name is Obina, and together with my teammates, we came up with our idea both as frustrated consumers, but also as frustrated members of the Bulgarian society, where the topic of sexual health in particular is still surrounded with a lot of stigma. Imagine being like 14 or 24, living in a small town like Blagoevgrad and trying to get your condoms from Lela Mare behind the counter at the pharmacy, which you just storage right behind you on the line. Definitely not the most welcoming and friendly environment one can wish for. And as a matter of fact, research show that 60% of people, sorry, my presentation is not moving. Why is that? Okay. So according to 60%, people actually, according to research, actually 50% of people indeed feel embarrassed when buying sanitary products for themselves. And this is where Vendy Plus enters the chat. Vendy Plus is a vending machine for sanitary products such as condoms, lady pads, tampons, and many more. Given the nature of our market and the nature of our business, we actually decided to segment our target market geographically and narrowed it down to the AUBG campus in Blagoevgrad, where currently 1,200 people either live or pass by on a daily basis. The unfair advantages that we found that can work in our favor are the fact that we provide 24/7 access to those products, that there is no person between the buyer and the product, and the fact that the whole purchasing process happens entirely on the terms of the buyers. Our products also have long shelf life, and we have added a personal touch that we're going to mention a little later. Our business model is B2C, and the markup we calculated we can actually afford to put on our prices is 40 to 50%. And to break even, we need to sell 7,800 units. And actually, for the future, we've established a way to scale our business, but we're also going to mention that a little later. Our go-to-market strategy is to actually maintain the same price levels, if not at times even lower than our competitors. In addition to that, we are also determined to include our buyers in the whole market process by actually asking them what products they want to see in our machine, and for instance, have products of the week or products of the month, entirely chosen by our buyers. In addition to that, and here is where the personal touch actually comes in place, we've decided to place educational stickers on our products that not only inform our buyers about the products themselves, but also about different health conditions that those products can be applied to. So far, we've actually been trying to establish a brand loyalty through our social media channels where we have a solid following, and we've been trying to post on a regular basis. Our main competitors are Kaufland, pharmacy stores, and tobacco shops, and our secondary competitors are online stores and small supermarkets. And while some of them do work 24/7, they don't necessarily offer the same variety of products that we do. And while others do offer the same variety of products like us, they don't offer the 24/7 access. And not to mention that all of them share the same characteristics. Even when you think about it, the online store, the fact that all of them have a person between the buyer and the product. Why we believe we are the right team to actually execute this idea is because our research has found that it is young people, and young women in particular, that feel that judgment and prejudice when buying the sex-related products for themselves. And we believe that it takes young women, in this case 6 of us, to actually create an alternative and friendlier environment for that purchasing process. And for the people that love numbers, and that's definitely not me, the next slides are especially for you. We've actually calculated that our payback period is 3 years and 5 months. Our gross profit margin is 50%, and our profit margin is 29%. We've also calculated that our predicted sales growth within the next 5 years is 35%. And although right now we have one working machine on the AUBG campus, we would really love to expand our business by expanding the variety of the products we have in the machine. And this will happen by getting a medical license, which will also allow us to actually sell products categorized as medical. We would also like to place 5 small machines in restaurants and bars bathrooms, as well as 5 more machines in schools bathrooms. We would love to get the opportunity to actually place larger machines in bigger markets such as Sofia and other big cities around Bulgaria. But to talk in numbers, we need 25,000 Bulgarian level, 5,000 level for the medical license, 3,000 for small machines, 12,000 for the 2 large machines that we want to place somewhere else, and of course, 5,000 level more for additional costs such as products, rent, electricity, and other fixed costs. Thank you also very much for joining today, and we feel free to ask us any questions. We are right here. Not going anywhere, guys.
Thank you, Albina, for the great presentation and all the girls in Vendy Plus. Moving on to the Q&A panel now.
Okay.
Okay, I can start with the first one. Actually, it is put on our agenda for scaling up. We believe that if we have a big machine placed in Sofia, in student city, it is going to be a really good opportunity. And yeah, thank you for the idea.
Okay, wait. Okay, so we have a question about still everybody will know that you are buying when you are in front of the machine. How will you overcome that? Actually, so far, we've the fact that the machine works 24/7, we believe that people can actually indeed decide when exactly they want to go and do it. And that's the thing. You can actually calculate when and decide exactly at what point you want to buy the product. So you can actually think about the amount of people that will be around you. And so far, we've put the first machine in a place that it's very slightly public, but yet again slightly secluded. And the machine, you have to see you have to go very near the machine to actually see what the person is buying. So in that way, we actually guarantee some anonymity.
Actually, from the data that we had found, around 60% of the people share that they feel slightly embarrassed when trying to buy condoms and, for example, women's pads and tampons. So we had found this one also for the next part of the question. There is also a business case for this, for buying condoms, whether from shops when you have to contact and talk with a person, and for example, if there is no human interaction. So we think that this is also a solid case.
Yes, we are looking for partners in Sofia, just to answer that question quickly, because it's a kind of an important one. The machine currently is working. It's been working as of last Friday, and we've actually estimated some revenue within the very little time that it's actually been active. And people have been really praising it. People who have been using it have been also sending us stories and videos about how they're using the machine. So far, we're not actually thinking about accepting cryptocurrencies so far.
I can add about the future plans of scaling. As you had seen, we would like to have a medical license, which will help us sell medical products such as pregnancy tests. This is how they're defined. And actually, from our survey, we had also found that people feel very embarrassed when they need to buy a pregnancy test. So we think that this will really help us in the direction of promoting sexual health and scaling up, of course.
And in terms of that, just a quick addition to that, in terms of scaling, we also think about really rely on the small machines, the small versions of Vendy. And we have already been in the talks with restaurants such as Rafi and Happy, and we really wanted to target a franchise restaurant or bar where we can actually take advantage of their locations all over the country and use that and place small machines there. Besides condom and pregnancy tests, what other products you plan? So far, it depends on how, what exactly the medical license will allow us to sell. But in addition to pregnancy tests, we believe some creams, food supplements, vitamins can also be included in the machine. have
Thank
time.
you so much, girls, for the Q&A. And I don't know if you saw, but actually in the chat box in the Zoom meeting, there is a guy that wants to share the initial investment. So you might want to reach out to him. Once again, thank you so much for the Q&A in the presentation. Now we move on with our next participant. We have AmeriCanGo, which is a unified platform that connects students that go on work and travel with landlords where housing offers can be uploaded and reviewed. An interesting story again. So I never went to work and travel actually, but I saw people sending back and forth more than, I don't know, 100, 200 emails. And we have AmeriCanGo. Let's hear it from them.
Hello everyone, 1 second, let me share my screen. Please let me know if you can see everything fine. Can you see it?
Yep,
Yes.
it's visible.
Okay, perfect. So hello, my name is Tina Spasenkova, and together with Kalina Dimitrova, we are the team of AmeriCanGo. Every year, over 300,000 university students go on work and travel in the US. 63% of them will take on a job offer that is not accompanied by a housing offer. Students that don't receive a housing offer are left to navigate the chaotic system of writing emails and browsing online forums in the hopes of finding accommodation on time. Upon arrival, this accommodation often holds unpleasant surprises in terms of housing or its landlords. Especially first-year students are completely overwhelmed and intimidated by this process. So AmeriCanGo is an online marketplace platform where students can browse, review, and book housing options for their stay in the US. Unlike Airbnb, our housing options are specifically targeted to fit the budget needs of students that go on work and travel. And unlike insufficiently moderated Facebook groups, it provides a safe and time-efficient way to look for housing. We have validated this value proposition with a total of 250 students from all over the world. On the landlord side, our unified platform provides a time-efficient and convenient alternative to word-of-mouth advertising and the individual recruitment of tenants. This helps landlords minimize their vacancies and find new tenants quickly in case a previous tenant leaves unexpectedly. Again, this was validated with the respective customer segment. We ourselves are students that have struggled to find housing in the US and therefore understand the needs of our customers and are creating a product for them. Users of our platform can browse housing options by city. Currently, we have focused on two of the most popular destinations, Martha's Vineyard and Wisconsin Dells. The review feature for students by students is designed to provide safety and transparency. It helps get a clear idea of where one would be staying. Currently, we're finalizing our prototype, which will be launching this summer amongst AUBG students. We're starting in the small university environment so that there is room to correct mistakes and adjust according to feedback. But we are ultimately aiming to later saturate the national market and then expand internationally. We'll take 5% commission per transaction made through our site. The worldwide market we're aiming for comprises the over 300,000 students coming to work in the US annually. We see the future development of our startup as follows. In the immediate future, we will be making use of the opportunities that COVID-19 has provided us with, namely that landlords are currently finding it difficult to find tenants. Additionally, this current season will be a slow one due to COVID-19 related visa complications and travel restrictions. So we will actually use this time to test our product and perfect it for the next season of 2022. Further, we're looking at potential partnerships with those agencies that connect students to job offers. Presently, we're interested to grow our sales team and build a strong product before we scale it. In that sense, we would be delighted about any advice or contacts in that direction. You can contact us using our AmeriCanGo email address or by finding each of us on LinkedIn. We thank you for your attention, and Kalina and I will now take your questions.
Thank you, guys. Now we're going to proceed with the Q&A session.
Okay, so first question, do we have any partnerships with landlords as of date? Yes, actually we do have. Currently, we are able to accommodate about 100 to 150 students in Wisconsin Dells and about 50 to 80 in Martha's Vineyard. Unfortunately, this year there isn't going to be a work and travel program, but we're still focusing on building strong relationships with the current landlords and using those partnerships for the next year. The next question, what incentive? So there's a difference for landlords, for the particular types of landlords that we're targeting. The landlords that offer their housing offers on Airbnb, they have a different, they're targeting a different customer segment. They're targeting people who are looking to go on travel related stays. Meanwhile, we are looking at students who are searching housing offers for entirely different reasons. So how are we generating offers from landlords? We are targeting them through the AUBG community and students who have already been on work and travel, and the recommendation that they have given us. We're targeting them through ads, both social media ads and in the newspapers. We're trying to maintain the relationship throughout the season because we know that right now there isn't going to be a season, and there is going to be basically a zero type of year.
Also, there's a question about how do we know that there will not be a work and travel this year. There will be a work and travel this year for some people, but it will be a very slow one. Currently, the embassy is closed for visa interviews due to COVID-19 related safety measures. And as of the latest information, that will be released tomorrow. There's still no clarity. The latest information will be released tomorrow, but as of now, many people don't have a visa, so they won't be able to make it to the US.
In regards to the question of whether students are going to find housing offers to their fellow friends, it very depends on the situation, but through our research, we actually found that a lot of the students cannot find housing through their friends because for all types of different reasons. For example, they're going in an area that is completely new, or they're planning to go with someone else, and so on and so on. And the last question would be, in our revenue model, who pays the transactional fee? It would be the landlords, because they would need our services currently more than the students. The percentage, as of what we have planned, would be on the first week of pay.
Thank you, girls. Now, before we proceed to the next team, I would just want to say a big thank you to the attendants. Currently, we have a bit more than 300. So thank you a lot for taking time to be participating here. And we proceed with the next team, which is Pate Mate. Influenced by their experience in Berlin, in Germany, they decided to create a more healthy alternative to classical energy drinks. And this drink, Pate Mate, is based on the South American yerba mate tea. So guys, whenever you're ready.
Me and Stoyan actually had the chance to taste the Pate Mate.
Yeah, we tasted it.
It's pretty good, actually, yeah.
We're glad you like it. We're sure that everyone else who does would like it as well. I believe I'm now screen sharing. Please confirm whether you're seeing it.
Yes, we can see it.
Hi. So I'll be speaking on behalf of the Pate Mate team. And as our panelists mentioned, we provide a healthier and tastier solution to people's energy problems. Over the last several millennia, people have ingested various substances to help them get through their day. And nowadays, there is a huge variety of different drinks to solve this issue. And although they're very effective, all of them have their flaws. They either make you too jittery or are filled with unhealthy things or way too much sugar. Our solution was inspired by our life in Berlin, where everyone was drinking mate-based drinks. You cannot see a person drinking Red Bull. And when we came back, we wanted to recreate this here by offering something made out of natural ingredients that has very little sugar, no artificial colorants, and it's tasty. We believe the right time is now, as even though the mate soda segment has already been present on the Bulgarian market over the last several years, our competitors have not been able to make the product mass market as they're reliant on their brands, which are imported. And there is potential. Energy drink sales in Bulgaria have doubled over the last 10 years, and currently they stand at 84 million Bulgarian lev per annum. Even as a niche drink with a single-digit market share, that is still substantial revenue. We believe we're better than our competitors as we're an actual tea in a very convenient package that is ready to drink. As I said, we only use natural ingredients. We don't use artificial sweeteners. We only use actual sugar and have a very tiny amount of it. Our business model is just as simple as our drink. We tailor the taste to Bulgarian taste buds. We will be offering a boutique experience at an affordable price point, slightly more than a Red Bull and less than what our competitors are charging. We will be available wherever our consumers are, their preferred bars, clubs, co-working spaces, etc. And we will integrate and support local nightlife by partnering for different events. Our launch is limited to Sofia and Plovdiv. That's where our target market is. We will be available in the right places in those two cities and wherever our target consumers go, be it their preferred restaurants or bars or the spaces they work at. We're also in talks with one of the large online supermarket chains, and come summer, you will be able to find us at your preferred beach bar. We're selling to people who care about their minds and their bodies and what they put inside of them, and who are open to new tastes. On this slide, you can see what we've achieved over the last few months. This and the next few months will be crucial as we're entering mass production and are launching. We're able to fundraise during the program, so we are happening with or without further investment. We're a small, tight-knit team, and without any one of my team members, none of this would have been possible. And now is the time for us to ask you to join us on our journey. We're looking for partnerships in terms of distribution or events. If you think Pate Mate can integrate well with your brand, or you want Pate Mate present in your venue, give us a shout and we'll be more than happy to collaborate. And now I'm gonna drink some Pate Mate and I'll answer a few of your questions.
Thank you, Jem. Now we can proceed with the questions.
Why Pate? Other people were calling the type of drink mate. So we figured out with something that rhymes, people will pronounce it correctly. And also, the pate is very refreshing. That's how we think of it. What's the shelf life of the product? It's stable, it's pasteurized, so around 1 year. The bottles we use are glass. We believe that it makes it taste better and holds up better over time. The price per bottle for an end consumer in a shop should be between 270 and 3 lev. In a club, of course, it will be slightly more expensive, but then again, so are our competitors. We're positioned right in the middle between other mate drinks, which retail around 4 lev, and Red Bull, which is around 220. Where can we purchase Pate Mate? Within a few weeks, you will be able to purchase it either directly through us or via quite a few venues that will be listed on a map on our website. Are you going to insource your production? I'm not sure I understand the question. Currently, we are working with a bottling partner. As soon as we scale big enough to for it to make sense, we are going to purchase our bottling line. Our bottles are currently glass. We are considering doing cans as well in the future, but we're also thinking of a different form factor for a glass bottle, so it will look less like a beer. Can't wait. So we can't wait as well. Our websites and our social media profiles are all patemate.bg. We fundraised through friends who believed in our idea, so now they're shareholders in our company. Yes, so our packaging is recyclable. This will be on the labels. And regarding waste disposal, most of the venues we work with already have good recycling practices in place. Regarding end consumers, we have considered offering them discounts if they return the bottles, even though they're single-use bottles, so that we can ensure they're disposed of properly. Our website is developed. It has not been put up live right now. So what you're seeing, the Oczakwi to Skoro page, also has a tracking cookie so that we can remarket it to you. Okay.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much for the Q&A and for the great presentation. Now we are moving on to Lily B's Botanical Soapery. They make handmade cosmetic products with natural ingredients aimed at solving dermal issues. Funny stuff about Lily B that I can share is that apparently people, and especially me, find their page really useful when they were shopping for presents, let's say, for their girlfriends. Let's hear it from Lily B.
Hello, let me share my screen. Can you hear me? Can you see everything?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. So let me ask you, what is your experience with mass cosmetics? Most probably they turned out ineffective, full of palm oil, sulfates, fake aromas, and so on. And oh wait, let's go back a little bit. So this is our solution to your problem. We are Lilybee's Botanical Soapery, and in fact, this is how the idea was born. After Prolet and her mom tried so many different brands and none of them fit their skin, they said, why not we develop our own? And they did, and that's the good part about it. But the best part about it is that they decided to share it with us, and now we have an amazing marketing strategist, highly driven product developer, top designer, and that's modest me here. But why not is our favorite question, because it also gave birth to our 100% natural babies. That's not just a label. And for over 2 years, we have been working on a wide product portfolio, which literally targets everyone, men and women, aged from 0 to 100 years old, believe it or not. And how we're different is that we're focused on aromatherapy. So none of our competitors actually emphasizes the benefits of essential oils. And our experienced product developer knows a lot about it. So it's about the unique combination of essential oils that contribute to certain effects, because we care about our customers feeling good, not only by applying it to the skin and taking care of their skin, but also taking care of their mind as well. And this is how we fell in love with the products. So did our friends, friends of our friends, and even total strangers. And how we plan to expand is mainly through direct marketing and word of mouth. Why these two? Well, when someone tells you, I don't take it personally, they are actually taking it personally. And that's why we are making everything personal. We have personalized soaps, personalized consultancy, and we want to give our customers all the care in the world. We want to build this emotional connection with them, because cosmetics is all about that. And one of the strategies we're going to use is through a campaign called Show Some Skin, which we are currently developing. The market is full of competitors, and we know that, but the good news is that it's growing. And something that they have in common is that they rely on returning customers. That's why we believe we have our place in the market, because we guarantee you that if you try our products, you will come back for more. And in fact, here are the numbers to prove that, because currently 75% of our customers keep coming back. 80% of the new customers are acquired through social media. And in fact, we have 101 customers already, because the numbers are growing quick. We need to update that. And we need to, we actually target to increase this 10 times in the next 6 months. Why do we believe we can achieve that? In Bulgaria, 130 million is spent on cosmetics, 30 million on natural cosmetics, but we are targeting those 5 million, which is a mixture of both. And these are girls who are almost our age. We understand them best, and they care about what they put in their mouth, what they put on their skin, and trying to have this healthy life. But even if they don't read much about it, even better for us, because we're here to educate them. And in fact, we want to convert them from being mass product users to natural cosmetic users. And in fact, this is how much it costs us to produce our main products. The good news is also that there are high margins in the market, because these products sell for 3 to 4 times more. And our break-even point is estimated to be 500 units, which we believe is totally achievable. And what we need to start our adventure is 20,000 levs, which are going to be spent on regulation and legalization, inventory marketing, and other initial expenses such as rent and salaries. What we plan to do for future, we want to have a physical store, because this is how we're going to be recognized and different from our competitors as well. We want to scale production to B2B, but something we value the most is networking and partnerships. And that's why, in regards to you, dear investors, we would like to ask you our favorite question: why not become part of our team? Thank you very much. And these are our contacts. Open to questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Eva, and the whole Ladies team. Now moving on to the Q&A panel.
So we have a question here asking, where do we sell and how can a person order products? And you can do that through our social media accounts, Instagram and Facebook, and as well as a website. Soon there will be an online shop that you can purchase your products from there.
Girls, you can see the questions in the Q&A panel. Can you see them?
Yes, I see them now. If aromatherapy is your main advantage over competitors, how do you plan to leverage the transient nature of your product? So I'm not sure I really understand this, but we want to make sure that customers try us once, because our unique recipes contribute to a unique feeling. And that's why we want our customers first to experience this. And then we actually pretty much believe that they will keep on buying from us. I'm sorry if I'm not answering the question. Could you tell us more about the campaign you mentioned? Show some skin. As I mentioned, we want to build this emotional connection with our customers, and we want to gather people who do not feel comfortable with their skin, but at the same time, we want to build this confidence that they want to show themselves, they want to take pictures, they want to share more about how they feel, and we want to help them with our products and make them feel pretty, because cosmetics is also a feeling, and that's why we want to focus on this with our campaign. Yeah.
There's also a question about are we considering doing personalized products? Yes, we have already done that, but in order to legalize everything, we would not be able to do too many personalized products. And people answering the other question, can you request different scents? Yes, you can, and it is currently available for most of our products right now.
On the question about how are we planning to scale all this, currently all our products are handmade and 100% natural, because we put everything in our products. They're based only on natural ingredients, but we have also researched the legalizing process of it, and we are planning to establish our own production line, for which some of the money investment we're seeking, part of this money would go through for legalizing our production and establishing our production line.
The last question, what are we going to achieve with 20K? So we aim at first increasing awareness and setting up our product line. So we want to make sure we have the quantity demanded, because we've tested some ads and they work. There was a point when we were getting orders, but we did not have the products. So first we want to have the products available, and then we want to market them more so that we reach this point of creating first awareness. So the KPIs, we have an online shop actually as well. And we want to, we'll measure it with website traffic, with engagement in social media, because these are our main sources for now. And this is what our target audience uses as channels. So these are the main ones. And of course, gross profit margins and stuff like that, because revenue matters. So yeah.
Thank you, girls. Thanks for the answered questions. Now we are going to proceed to our last team for the day, DIGI. DIGI created a platform where the users can digitally manage their financial identity and portfolio. So whenever we have Plamen here, we can proceed with it. So,
great.
Signal, can you hear us?
I can. Thank you guys for the kind presentation. And just 1 second. Great. Money is like water. You can't live without it. And managing your financial life is like swimming. You stop moving and you'll start drowning. 72% of the world around us is water, and we are bad at swimming, just moving in chaos to stay afloat around underwater currents and predators. And when the emotional waves come and hit us, all the energy we had saved, gone. And where I grew up, there wasn't much water. And I used to be angry at my parents for not teaching me how to swim. But they didn't know how to either. And when they had a chance to learn, they didn't. And later, they couldn't. And so many people never get that chance. Families drown its potential goes to waste. 1.8 billion millennials between 25 and 40 right now are moving in the global ocean, pushing each other down so they could stay above water. Just in Bulgaria, that number is over 1 million. And imagine if all of those people could swim, what kind of a world we might live in. So we needed to create a resort where the visitors would be in a safe environment so they could make progress. And in the beginning, we tested the waters, and it was a digital bank that would automate all your expenses, even groceries, scheduled to have the most efficient budget. And then it was the secured financing idea where you would build your life now and pay for it as you go, until we found the safe island of DIGI. And DIGI connects your complete financial life in one profile. What you have done, what you are doing, and what you want to do, your past, present, and future together in one place. An application where you can manage it and control it. And you can do it by yourself or with the help of our professional coaches. And the basic access to DIGI is free, and so is the help of the coaches. Any additional products you get through them will receive 20% of the total proceeds. And the coaches will not only service our visitors, they'll bring theirs on our resort as well. And by giving presentations to employees in companies, we'll educate them on how to better navigate through water. Now, we are lucky to have influencers close to us with a large social following between 25 and 40, which is another thing we'll use to get our feet off the seafloor. And our referral program will reward points that can later be redeemed for awards. But what separates our resort from the already established hotels is not the wide range of products our coaches have, or the coaches themselves, or not even any of the features. Is that we connect the most important aspects of our visitors' life together and give them control over it. And those two smiling faces are responsible for that. Christo Prifti, the other founder, whose outstanding technological expertise helped us to be where we are. And he was responsible for developing the whole product mostly by himself. And I have seen the safe and dangerous waters of the swimming industry, so I know how to keep our clients away from danger. But to dive a little deeper in the numbers, over the next 3 years for the projected 55,000 visitors in Bulgaria, the estimated revenue is over 420,000 euro. And so far we validated this and got our coaches. After which we got a small angel investment and finished our beta version, where 30, I would say, early adopters are right now dipping their toes in the water. What follows is to finish the onboarding so that we can get our MVP and we can start operating by June. But one thing is missing. The last piece of the puzzle to make swimming effortless, automated, and safe. And that thing is a life vest. We need to build a life vest, and we need your help for that. That's why we're asking for an investment of 500,000 euro so that we can get the necessary people and resources over the next 24 months to build those life vests that will later rent out on a subscription basis. And that will earn an additional 1 million revenue just for Bulgaria. But keep in mind the technology we are using would be applicable for 51 more and bigger countries than Bulgaria, so those numbers will quickly change. So take out your phones and open your cameras. Scan the QR code and download DIGI. But most importantly, contact us. So together, we can make the ocean a better and a safer place. Thank you.
Thank you. We now are going to proceed with the Q&A.
Great. Okay. And so, is your solution too vague or spread out, not specific? Okay, well, that's a great question. And I'll give an example with Apple, for example. They have the calculator app and the weather app and the calendar and all those things, but they don't really buy the Apple for that. What they buy the Apple for is the whole device, that it connects all of those things together in one place. And in that point, we are very similar to what the Apple competitors do. I'll just reshare my screen because I saw some comments. Usually investors, what they're looking for is something very specific, in my opinion, of course. Like, I'll give an example with bricks. An interpreter finds a secret ingredient in bricks, and they try to, this ingredient will make bricks heat resistant, let's say, and it will reduce your bills with 20%. That's amazing, and can be scaled, can be sold out. We don't produce bricks. What we do is there are already bricks invented. Those technologies are already out there. What we do is we connect them. On DIGI, you have 10 different types of bricks and 5 different types of cement. What you do is you build your house here. And that's why the coaches are here, because not everybody knows how to build a house. So basically, you use those coaches. Maybe you have the bricks already, maybe you get them through our coaches. And in our case, that's real estate, that's investments, that's insurances, mortgages and loans. That's what our coaches offer. But the idea is that we connect in one place, and that's the place that you build your house in a way. Okay. How will you use the funds? That's a great question. Actually, what I will do right now is I will share another slide that we have. I hope it's seen. The funds will be used in a very meticulous way. In the beginning, we'll implement open banking for the next 4 to 6 months. Once we get the investment, then it's transaction categorization. So once you put your banks over there, we'll automatically categorize all of your transactions in all of your banks, not only 1 or 2 banks, so that we can show you the exact budget where you're spending the most. And now, when we're looking at the timeline here, we have investments that we integrate crypto wallets, stock exchanges like platforms, and mutual funds, ETFs, et cetera, so that you can create like really your network to see how much exactly you have, how much you're valued as a person, I would say, a net worth. And that timeline that you're seeing right now, it's pretty fluid. If I can compare it to something, investment, it's right now we're in Sofia, and let's say the end is going to the seaside. And we don't know how to go to the seaside. What we do know, however, is how to go to Plovdiv. And those 2 things, the first things, are what we'll need to do. I've been to Plovdiv many times, and I can get us there. From there, it will be fluid. Maybe we will first do budget automation, then we'll do investments. It will be mixed and match. We might not end up in Burgas, we might end up in Varna, but the idea is going in that direction. But I see a lot of questions, and I'm getting too carried away. Any numeric proof behind 1 million revenue? Yes, we have asked quite a few people for the Bulgarian, this is for the Bulgarian market, by the way, and we have asked the people that would be using this, our target group, so that's how much they are willing to pay for a subscription plan, let's say, and based on that we have a specific number, 1.41 euro per user per month gross revenue after the cost of goods sold, which will be used. And when we have 9,372 people, that's our break even, and we'll carry on forward there. Basically, the interest we have calculated is at a 17% clip of all the visitors, and we've calculated the visitors based on the total pool that we asked, if they're interested and how much they're interested, et cetera, et cetera.
Thank you, Pate.
Thank you, guys.
Sadly, your Q&A time is over. Guys, this was the last team. Before we proceed with the final part of today's event, I would like to say a big thank you to all the teams. It was been really a pleasure working with you, and I'm really glad that we managed to share these couple of months together. Alex, would you like to share something?
Yeah, I would also like to express my gratitude towards the tireless work of the team since November, and it's been a pleasure working with you and seeing you having these presentations full of like meaningful content is really nice to see. I would also take the chance to thank a few people who've been following us on every step and helping us, mentoring us. Those are Niki Yanev, Niki Pokhupkov, and Boris Angelov, as well as all the mentors and all the donors and all the faculty and staff of AUBG for their cooperation, and of course 11 Venture and the AUBG as a whole. Thank you so much, the whole community.
Thank you. And now we're going to proceed with giving the floor to our partners. First, we're going to start with Daniel Tomov, who is a representative of 11 Ventures.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, guys. It was a great demo day. I mean, it was beyond my expectations. So congratulations to all the teams. You've done a great job during this period. Your ideas have matured significantly, and it's really very satisfying to see that you still have the passion, that you're still together, and you work hard on this idea. So congratulations and best of luck in the future working on your ideas. Thanks very much to the team, to Jan and Alex. You've done an amazing job, and it's probably the hardest job that you had this year, because usually the second year of any initiative is probably the most difficult, because usually the first one you have a lot of enthusiasm, so everybody's kind of it works very hard on this, and the second one you have to kind of maintain and build on top of that. So you've done a great job, and I think that this is becoming a great initiative for AUBG, and this is becoming a major pillar of the student experience at AUBG. So congratulations, you've done a great job. And I would like to thank all the sponsors that supported this initiative. It's always challenging fundraising, and but somehow for this initiative, people are very enthusiastic, and they continue to be enthusiastic. So thank you very much for your generosity, and I hope that you'll continue supporting the Elevate initiative. Also, thank you very much to all the mentors, the time that you have spent. Sometimes it's even more valuable than the money that we get. So thank you very much for all this. And of course, the faculty that have supported the initiative. I would like to share something that probably very few of you know, but this initiative, I mean, it started quickly. It grew up quickly in popularity. I know that a lot of students like it, and they would like to see it continue, and it will continue in the future. But the most important thing is that it brought the attention of the outside stakeholders of AUBG, and it became this year a major pillar of the fundraising campaign for AUBG. So this is a major success, because AUBG is one of the very few institutions in Europe that has such an initiative supporting practical entrepreneurial experience at university. So I think that all of us are really thrilled to continue supporting Elevate, and I wish a lot of success to everybody. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny. Thanks a lot for your words. We really appreciate it, and we're glad that we were able to achieve this year. Now we are going to continue with Ani Manabian, who is going to say a couple of words on behalf of the American University in Bulgaria.
Can you see me and hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for this really wonderful event, and congratulations to all the teams, to everybody participating in this great initiative, and of course, very special thanks and congratulations to Stoyan and Alex. And I think that Danny said it so well. Without you, Elevate wouldn't be that successful. So thank you very much. We're really proud of everyone, and we're thrilled with your success. And it's kind of like the hard part is really done, you know, to believe in yourself, to put yourself out there. And I really can't wait to see the next, you know, phase and development of the companies that we heard here. Now, allow me to share a few words about what you, the participants at Elevate, why it's so important what you do. Because beyond the sleepless nights, you have acquired really a great deal of skills that will serve you throughout your entire life. You have learned to take an initiative, to show resilience, to believe in yourself, to defend and present your idea. And somewhere along the line there, you learned also time management, teamwork, project management, and multitasking. And you know what? Congratulations on that. I can assure you that no matter what life offers you from now on, and no matter what career pathway you undertake, these skills are always there to serve you. So congratulations, you've learned so much already. And on a side note, and on behalf of AUBG, I also want to say a few words why this program is so important for AUBG. First, AUBG is an American institution, and entrepreneurship is a very core American value. And Elevate and the activities there are exactly this, enabling us, helping young people to dream big, to overcome difficulties and challenges, being able to pitch an idea, to develop the elevator speech, to know how to manage finances, marketing, and to develop an exit strategy. And this is what we want to teach our students to do. And no other program at AUBG gives such a real life lessons to our students. And we all know that no matter how many business administration classes you take, this experience from the business incubator is truly invaluable. Second, AUBG is an institution that wants to empower its students to believe that they can change their reality, to be the leaders of tomorrow, and to create a society that values innovation, creativity, and initiative. And in my humble opinion, Elevate combines all of these qualities and gives AUBG a very unique perspective and educational niche where we can send a strong message to all high school students that are dreaming to become AUBG students, that we are the place where you can shape your future and where you can test your idea, experience how real life works, and most importantly, where you will be given a toolbox and invaluable skill sets that will serve you in your path as entrepreneurs. And finally, what I want to say is that Elevate is a team effort. It's an opportunity for the AUBG family of alumni and AUBG family of friends to contribute support and help. And collectively, all mentors, friends, and supporters of AUBG have decades and decades of experience that they have very generously shared with the teams of Elevate. And in my role, I take this as an enormous privilege and responsibility for AUBG. This is a great gift for us and for our students, and we're profoundly grateful to all mentors, sponsors, and supporters. So thank you for making these young people successful. Thank you for giving back to AUBG's young students and for not forgetting them and enabling them to become the next you, the very successful entrepreneurs and alumni. And just like you, we're very proud of them. So let me here again offer my congratulations to everybody. Thank again the mentors and the supporters for your time, expertise, and dedication. And congratulations to everyone. And I can't wait to see all of these young people, successful entrepreneurs, and hopefully all of them one day will come back and become mentors that Elevate a few years from now. So thank you again and congratulations.
Thank you, Ani.
Thank you, Ani.
We're really happy that you share all the values that we have. And I think that also you and Dani are going to be really happy when we make the announcement that we said that we have. And this announcement is that season 3 is now open. Starting tomorrow, everybody can visit our social media where they can find more information about how to apply. And we are going to open the form. So if anybody of the attendees here is interested in joining us for the next season of Elevate, don't hesitate to apply. And yeah, on our social medias, you can find all the info that you need, or just contact us. We're more than happy to help.
Well, we are almost done, but we didn't pay tribute to really important people, and those are the remaining Elevate team members. Guys, can you please join us here so we can, you know, close all this together?
So first we have Desi Manova, who was our marketing manager this season, Betty Roberta Tihomirova, who was responsible for PR, Magdalena Kristova, who was helping us with the marketing. She was also a marketing manager, and last but not least, Kauyan, who was our financial manager for this season. So a big thank you from all of us for joining us today, for giving us your time, your attention, and a thank you from us that, yeah, you are here and you are part of this journey that has been since November. So a big thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
But now who is going to stop it? Yeah, this wasn't thought out. If you have any remaining questions or something like this, well, we can of course stay for a couple of minutes to answer them. Don't hesitate to shoot us any question in the Q&A panel and we're going to answer it.